So Melania Trump apparently won some sort of Maga award at an event at Mar-A-Lago. The only problem is she wasn't there to accept it, and so they had to present it to Donald Trump. This is actually quite comical. Take a look at it.
I take this opportunity. I know my First Lady couldn't get here, but we want to give Melania Trump the Child Advocacy Award because she did so much for children when she was First Lady. So, sir, this is for Melania Trump. Please make your way to the boat.
They totally live in an alternate reality because what happened is they created this award for Melania and they presented it to her, but the problem was she wasn't there, and then Trump steps up and takes it, and then he can run to the media and say, look here, we're winning, we're all winning. It's all an illusion. When I compare them to the WWE, that is a fair comparison because just like the WWE, they create trophies and awards for people and then predetermine who's going to get it and then try to pass it off as though it's some sort of real struggle, and it's not. And what's comical is Melania's not there to get it, but yet he's celebrating as though he got it. It's so ridiculous. But that's the same event where Kari Lake turned over the microphone to Roseanne Barr and let her spew her conspiracy theories. It's also where Laura Loomer, the conspiracy theorist, also showed up, and Donald Trump didn't hesitate to tell Laura how beautiful she looked. Take a look at this.
We have a lot of great friends and a lot of great people. Laura, how are you? You look so beautiful, as always. That's a woman with courage. You don't want to be Loomered. If you're Loomered, you're in deep trouble. That's the end of your career, in a sense. Thanks, Laura.
Now, I know there's a lot of people that's going to say that what I'm about to say is a whataboutism, and maybe it is, but let's be realistic for a minute. Can you imagine if Barack Obama had have accepted an award, a made-up bullshit award, on Michelle Obama's behalf and flexed like he won it? You know Fox News would have had a field day with that. But they will sit here and continue to play along with this WWE illusion that Donald Trump is winning and that everyone, he's so well respected and so loved that just everyone is giving him these awards. But I'm telling you, Melania and Donald Trump are the strangest first couple in the history of our country, at least in my lifetime, because I've never seen a relationship quite like theirs where she always looks so painfully uncomfortable to even be in his presence. It's like, why did you drag me into this shit? No pun intended. But take a look at this next clip and check out what Donald Trump has to say. And just, I'm not a body language expert here, but read Melania's body language and tell me she's happy to be there.
Just wanting change. Rich people want it, poor people want it. Everybody wants change. Our country is really doing poorly. We're a laughing stock all over the world, and we're going to get that change very quickly. And this has been some incredible evening before it even starts, because people, they wanted to contribute to a cause of making America great again, and that's what's happened. We're going to make America great again. Everyone knows it. The election's going to be in now a little more than 6 months, and it's going to be the most important, I believe, election we've ever had. I think it's going to go down as the most important date in the history of our country. That's November 5th will be the most important date in the history of our country. And thank you very much. Thank you very much for being here.
Now, I'll be the first to admit that I've went to a lot of gatherings that I had to make an appearance at that I did not want to be there. And I don't have a poker face, and people can always tell by my body language that I don't want to be there. And it never fails that I go somewhere like that, and I'm standing there, and somebody walks up and says, hey, man, what's wrong? You okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm just trying to put on a fake smile and plow through this as fast as I can. You know, I can't show this to you guys for copyright reasons, but go look up Bob Dylan singing along to We Are the World. And that's me at a lot of gatherings. I'm like, I really don't want to be here. And that is Melania Trump. Anytime she's standing beside a Donald, she looks so miserable, as though, please, why am I here? Can I just go? Just assume I'll be there later. Stay tuned. Just please don't ask me any questions. And then he stands there and says that, oh, everybody thinks America's bad. Everybody thinks it's terrible. Eat rich people and poor people alike. What does Donald Trump friends and poor people here in Appalachia have in common? Can somebody name one thing they have in common other than their hatred for Joe Biden? Because their lifestyles aren't the same. I've sat here and made videos and showed you guys the golden sinks that they wash their hands in. I've showed you the $70,000 purses they carry around under their arms. So the fact that he has conned poor people into agreeing with his buddies kind of says everything. He kind of said it all in that one statement right there. They all think it's bad because I've convinced them all that it was terrible. That's what a con artist this guy really is. And Melania has just got to be along for the ride, because at this point, what can she do? She just has to sit there, and in the words my mom used to tell me, well, just go and grin and bear it. And Melania's not even grinning anymore. She's just trying to bear it and plow through it. But you look over at any other couple in the history of our country, at least in my lifetime, you look at Joe and Jill Biden, it doesn't look like Donald and Melania Trump. You look at Michelle and Barack Obama, you look at anybody, it always looked like a married couple with a family. And Donald Trump just looks like, the uncomfortable musician with his jealous girlfriend. As a musician, that's what it looks like to me. I used to play in a lot of bars, man, and I would always know, like when my buddy in the band got a girlfriend, if she was jealous of that, didn't want to be there, you could spot that girl walk in a mile away. Or if she came with, say, the bass player or the drummer, I'd be like, yep, he'll be quitting here in a few weeks because she didn't want to be here. I could tell by the way she walked in that she wasn't supportive. Now, you had the ones that would, hey, they'd carry your amplifiers all day. I didn't make them, but they would sit and be right there for you and support you every step of the way. But you could always tell that one that was standing there that didn't want to be there. And every time I see Melania, I just flash back to those moments where I leaned into the guitar player and was like, yep. We're going to need to be getting a new drummer because his girlfriend doesn't want to be here. She doesn't want him here. She's going to talk him out of this. That's Melania. That's the way that I see it. And it's just comical. And it's comical that they make up their bullshit awards and hand it to him and he flexes with it. And people thinks that is the answer to all their problems. That's the part I'll never get. I could see being entertained by something. I could see finding something amusing. I mean, it's funny at times. I laugh at times at the shit I see. But I can't imagine ever looking into Donald Trump's world and thinking that his ideas and his way of life would make mine better. And he could sit there and say it till he went from orange to blue in the face. And I still would never be able to wrap my mind around it. I'd be going, no, dude, you don't know what it's like. You really don't know what it's like to be here. You've never walked a mile in my shoes. You wouldn't wipe your nose on my Sunday best. Yeah, you're really going to have to double. He would have to. Donald Trump couldn't convince me that he has my best interest at heart in a million lifetimes. My great-grandmother believed that we just kept coming back till we got it right. I mean, Donald Trump has a lot more trips he's going to have to make. I can tell you that much. It's just, folks, that's where we're at. I don't know how many trips he'll have to make, but it's going to be quite a few.